Hello, welcome back to the Apocalypse. My name is Vormithrax, you can call me Vorm, and this is episode number 53 of our Let's Play for Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. We are playing in the prison escape scenario, and currently we've got our psycho murder hobo doing some book learning. So we're just hanging out at our RV/base and reading through all the books we've accumulated, trying to get our crafting skills up primarily, and a few of the other skills. So we've made some good progress, but we got a little ways to go yet, so let's get to it. So right now we're okay status. Took a little bit of damage from that thieving interloper that tried to come in and grab all my stuff, but we're okay. And focus is kind of bad. Being out here in the pouring rain's not helping any. So we got a negative from the reading the chemistry textbook. We're wet and cold, but we got some music bonus as well as the beans and rice. So we'll see what we can do to raise that. I'm not gonna be able to do much about it, and we're not gonna worry too much about it. We'll have some candies and some chocolates. Okay, so we got those taken care of. And which books do I need to grab now? I don't have any in my inventory. I want... we'll grab the gun mob, the survival guide, advanced programming. Alright, we'll just grab all that. Alright, we'll go inside where it's not raining on us. Oops, hello, another zombie. Whoops! As I try to beat him to death with my bare hands. Alright, any other zombies in the area I need to worry about? Don't see any. I should really... Really? I don't have any towels laying around? Alright. I'll just live with it. We'll just live with being wet. Let's turn off the dome lights and get to reading. Okay, so we got a few choices here. This one's got a +2 fun factor, so driving book apparently is pretty fun. Not a skill I'm in a super hurry to raise. I'm not going to be doing a bunch of driving in the near term, but let's go ahead and read it, because maybe that'll push my focus up and give us a chance to dry out before we head into that advanced physical chemistry book. So, let's do that. Well, that was quick. Alright, we're level 2. And let's read it again. Feral runner approaching. Alright, managed to get the door open right before he started pounding on my vehicle. Let's try this again. Alright, I like gaining skills and having my focus go up while I'm doing it. Too dark to read. Let's fix that with some dome lights and keep reading. Alright, that maxes out what we can learn from that, and we got our focus pushed up a bit, so happy to see that. Let's... Oh yeah, I wanted to craft some more major food item before sun went down. Too late. Let's, we'll just eat from our stockpile for now. Alright, should take care of the majority of that. Okay, what's next? Focus 103, we're jamming to the tunes. Let's do a hard one, so let's go ahead and go to the physical chem book. Ah, look at this, -2 and -2. Computer programming books apparently are pretty damn boring. We're going to want to do it though, it's going to be important. Alright, let's do the cooking one first though. Cooking to 8. Currently level 6, so a couple levels of this. And that did a pretty good job of dropping our happiness level. We are tired, but I'm going to push it. I'm going to see if I can get this finished up. We're probably going to get dead tired before I manage to get this thing to level 8, but we'll try it. 25, 50, 75. There we go, level 8. Alright. Let's drop these books off that we can't gain anymore. Speaking and bartering. Don't care about either one because I am a antisocial bastard. Now that we've got some sunlight, let's go ahead and get some food created. Deluxe scrambled eggs. I know I can make 1,000,000 of this. Oh, maybe not. What am I short of? Short of the meat product for it. I don't have enough cooked, canned, or otherwise dehydrated meat. I don't want to use my smoked meat for the scrambled eggs, so... Alright, so that's a no. Deluxe oatmeal? Yeah, that'll be a good one. Let's do... That'll give... So that's 20 portions, 10 days. Yeah, that's fine. And use... Oh, it's going to use all of something. Use all the... I'll use a big batch of the syrup. Or the sugar, I mean. Alright, so we got a bunch of cooked, delicious oatmeal. That will be our chow down food for now while we finish up some more reading. Okay, we should probably sleep. It's 10 o'clock. I'd really rather not during the daytime, but how are we doing? 67% battery. And that storage battery's just about emptied out. Let's pull that storage battery. Alright, got our battery back to 97. I was looking at this, and I'm not sure it'll let me install this thing the way I was expecting to. Not sure what I just did. Alright, I guess it did. Okay, it just became a swappable storage battery. So that'll now charge up during the daylight hours, so great. And we got this back to almost completely full. Alright, let's go ahead and top up on that, and let's read until we get dead tired, and then we'll go sleep. So let's do... Let's hold off on the computers. We'll do computers when we wake up. We'll have a... Oh, we already have 126 focus. Alright, let's get some computer work done. 22 minutes for both of them. Both of them -2, so it doesn't really matter. Stop reading no. Finish that off. Alright, we got to level 4. We're dead tired. So let's make sure we turn everything off. Oops, I probably should have ate and drank something before I went to sleep. We're going to end up famished when I wake up. Alright. And we'll have a few more happy foods, and then we'll get working on it again. Okay, so we're plus 0.28, focus is 110. We're wet again, which is... actually, it didn't give us the wet. Alright, great. Get the music cranking. And let's do some more computers while we've got the focus. And that's going to drop really fast once we run out of all those temporary bonuses. Jeez. Gonna hold at 50 maybe, if I get lucky. Alright, maxed out the learning from that book. Get one more level of computers. This will help us a lot when we're trying to hack those computers, get into bank vaults, things like that. Alright, we made it to 6. And we better get something to drink. What else? Let's go ahead and do some marksmanship. Have several levels of survival to blow through. Damn it. Oh, I do have it. Just got the backpack on, which is making me miss. Well, I'll grab the aspirin. And turn off the dome lights. A lot of oatmeal. We are tired, but we're going to keep pushing it. Maybe I can get another level. Damn it. If I stop getting interrupted. Apparently I can see the zombies from the rear view mirrors because they're pretty far north of me. Come here, you guys. Get out of the bus. Come on, you. Get down here. Alright, I think it's pretty clear otherwise. Alright, there's 5. Can we push for 6? 20, 30, 50, 60. Ah! So close! $93, and there we go. Drop. Alright, what's left? Self-esteem, US Weekly. I don't think this does anything, but we'll grab it just in case. Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright, let's go ahead and get the wrestling book done. Stop reading, yes. Ooh, Dex and Perception just went up. Cool. So the other benefit from all this book learning is we're getting direct stat increases. So our stats are raising because of the stats through skills mod that I always play with. It's kind of a default nowadays. So we're seeing raises here, which is also extremely good for pretty much every purpose. Okay, we're getting close to being done here. Time to make some more food. Let's just do some more oatmeal. Alright, and I like books that are 5 minutes. There we go. Alright, we've got everything turned off. So much for all that food that I made. And we'll do one more sleep session, and I think we are good to go with at least the book learning portion of our our grinding status here. So all of those are done. Let's flip on the flashlight real quick. Alright, so here's our list. So every single one is now gray or yellow, except for the ones I don't care about. I don't care about speaking or bartering skills. Yeah, again, bartering I don't care. And electronics, so that's the augmentative tech review. So if we take a look at that one right here, it requires electronic skill 4 to read, and it's only going to take us to a 5. I do desperately want to raise my electronic skill. All of the CBMs we've been finding, you want to have a really high electronic skill, and first aid skill, and I want to say computer skill, maybe? I can't remember the third one, but there's... By far, electronics is the most important when you're going to do your self-surgery to try to install that stuff, so the higher the electronics we can get, the better. So, I think we're currently 3, so we need to push ourselves to 4. Electronics, yeah, we're currently 3, so we need to find something that we can build over and over again to bootstrap ourselves up to 4, then we can read the book to get to 5, and then again we're going to have to either get a better book or do some more crafting. So we'll look at that after we get this other stuff done. Let's go ahead and rest up first. Whoops. Okay, I turned the flashlight off when I went to sleep. That was nice of them, instead of draining the battery. Alright, blindfold's gone. Oop, yep, flashlight clicked off because it ran out of battery, so I did forget to turn it off. So, let's go ahead and refill it while I'm thinking about it. Okay, so hungry and thirsty. Let's go ahead and have... Oh, I chewed through all my food again? Jeez. Like I said, make sure you have a big supply of food and water available before you do this kind of thing. Alright, back here. Let's do some more deluxe oatmeal. Gonna run out pretty soon. Okay, but we are done with the book reading portion of our endeavor. So, let's take a look and evaluate. So we got Fab to 10. I'm perfectly happy with Fab 10. Don't need to work on that anymore. If it goes any higher, great. But I can't think of any recipes I would need it to be above 10. Cooking at 8 is perfectly acceptable. I don't feel a pressure or need to raise that. It is important for high-end chemistry, so if we're going to be cooking up chemicals and mutagens and things like that, we're going to want that as high as we can, but 8 is perfectly fine for 99% of what I want to do in the near future. Piercing weapons is going up on its own when we use our spear. Computers 6. I wish it would be a little higher. 8 would be more comfortable for me, but 6 is respectable. That gives us a decent shot when we're trying to hack computer systems. First aid is 6. Will get me a good amount of what I need crafting-wise, as well as the higher your first aid skill, the more benefit you get from first aid kits and bandages and things like that. So if we go to the crafting menu, go to Chem. For drugs, we've got options now for antiparasitics, adrenaline, heroin, meth, antifungals. So we're not quite as high as we need to be for some of it. We don't have any of the mutagen recipes. We do have a lot of the chemicals, though, which are the base ingredients for a lot of the other things you have to make, so that's fine. Okay, for electronics, we're starting to get into some of the good stuff. So, battery mods, battery compartment mods, amplifier circuits, UPS conversion mods, got the various labs and kitchen buddies, hot plates. So, we've got access to some good parts there. Fab for armor is the good stuff, so now we're starting to get into some really good stuff. That'll give us a lot of options, and we're going to have to spend some time kind of looking through some of this stuff. Survivor gear is what I tend to move towards, so Survivor cargo pants would be good. Do we have a Survivor suit yet? Yep, Survivor suit is on the list now. You can see it's a big list of stuff you need, so thread's no problem. Either leather patches or tan hides. I could get that without too much difficulty. A raincoat, though. A raincoat. It's good it's waterproof, one of the benefits it gives you, so you gotta have a raincoat. I'm gonna have to look into either building one or see if I can find one. I've got a chest rig or a tool belt. So that's why I try to pick up these random things as I find them off of the soldier zombies and stuff, because all of these odd things are used to build these other more important things later. Big supply of duct tape. So a survivor suit takes 300 duct tape. But realize this is a suit. So torso, arms, and legs are all covered at 100%. And it's only 15 encumbrance, and it gives 812 protection. And that's just one piece. So, I mean, you can wear other things. This is just a normal layer suit. So you can have an underlayer, you can have over the top. So you can have other armor pieces and things on it. But it has a hood to keep your head warm, pockets to keep your hands warm if you're not wielding something. It's waterproof, so it keeps you dry in the rain, so you don't get the wet effects. Yeah. So, all around, very good thing to build, but it's going to take some stuff. Kevlar vest, MBR vest, that's going to be the hard one. Or the 24 armor plates, or Kevlar plates. So, that'll be the tough one. But that's the kind of stuff we're looking at. So, there's going to be a bunch of survivor gear. So we can get the suit, and then we can get survivor boots, survivor gloves, so that covers our hands and feet, so that's pretty much the entire set. Then there's survivor goggles as well, so you can see this big list. I don't have the materials for all of them. Survivor Naginata? Really? Survivor machete? Cool. Survivor hood, mask, helmet, survivor belt. The rucksack, the duster, there they are, survivor goggles. The goggles are nice. They give a little bit of glare protection. Not quite enough for welding, I don't believe, but good, really good protection otherwise all the way around. And they don't obstruct your vision. But again, takes a lot of different components and pieces. So, that's the kind of stuff I'm looking towards. Hopefully we can get these other skills up a little further. That mostly is helping us with some fab, but we do need to get tailoring up higher. So we're going to need at least a couple more levels of tailoring before I'm happy. I think there's still a few things unlocked about tailoring 8. So I want to push it up to at least an 8. So fab's good, cooking's what I consider good for now. Computers would be nice to raise, but it's really hard to raise other than through high-end books. There's just not anything I can really build to raise computer skill. First aid, we could push, but I'm not too concerned about. Survival's nice, but 6 is respectable and gets us a good list of recipes. Tailoring, I do want to work on. Mechanics is way too low, so mechanics I want to work on, and electronics. I think that's the one that's hurting me the most right now, is potentially electronics. So we can get it to 5 through a little bit of effort, and then we're going to have to push it higher on our own. Okay, so what are we going to do here? Status-wise, we're good. We still got plenty of food. I'm not worried about that. Water's fine. Energy's fine. I'm assuming this thing's powering up. It's already 100? God damn, that thing charges fast. Huh, alright. I guess there was a lot of time that went by. Probably a couple of days went by while I was doing all that reading, so it's probably not as fast as I think it was. And what are we at here? 81? So full, and a little over half on that first one. That's all fine. Alright, so status-wise, everything's still really good. So we made a lot of progress. Now we need to figure out what we can craft to raise these skills that I want to keep raising. So I can't do anything about computers. First aid I'm not going to worry about. Tailoring and electronics. So let's look at electronics first. So it's electronics 3. I want to push it to 4. So what can we make that's electronics category that we have a lot of materials for? Alright, so preferably, I'm currently skill level 3. I would like to find a skill level 4 recipe that I have a lot of raw materials for, if possible. There's a level 4, but these I don't have any of the required materials, so these are all going to suck. Amplifier circuits. I'm just curious if there's anything on the list that I could get semi-easily. No, most of this stuff's going to be tough, so let's go back to the top of the list here. Copper wire, scrap metal, rubber hose. This one's straight up. Difficulty 3, skill level 3. Chunks of steel, scrap metal, copper wire. The copper wire I think is going to be the problem. I could do a lot of it with the raw materials I've got laying around. That's a definitely possibility. Let's see if we can find something that's the same skill level but a little cheaper material-wise. There we go. Difficulty 3, 4 scrap metal, 5 copper wire. So, it's changing out the chunks of steel for the scrap metal. Otherwise, it's fairly close. Does take less. Oh, that uses fab. Never mind. I need to make sure I'm using electronics. Battery compartment mod. Power converter, scrap metal, and a lot of wire. I could just make batteries, but I don't think I have. I got a pretty good number of lemons apparently, and or vinegar. At least I could use those if it wouldn't let me tear them down. Only level 2 though. I'd rather stick with level 3 if I can. I think I'm going to end up going... This is going to burn up soldering iron charges as well. I have to consider that. But I think I am going to go with the small electric motor. So we're going to do the small electric motor. Focus is 106. We're going to try to do it where I can hear my music. So let's turn on the stereo. Stand here. Make sure I'm getting the bonus for the music, which I am. Yes. We'll have some of the few remaining happy foods that I've got. Wow, it really put a pretty serious hurt on my happy food pile. I have to hit a bunch more grocery stores. Alright, so I think that's about the best I can hope for. And let's see about making some small electric motors. We'll do 5 and then see how high we get. So we should be right at base electronics 3. Electronics 3, 0% we are. So Go electronics. Small electric motor. We'll do 5 and we'll check our XP. Okay, we crafted it. And what's our XP at? Electronics, 39%. So we're going to need to do probably 7 more, I believe, to finish it. So let's just repeat it. That's another 5, and then we'll manually tell it to do 2 more. Just short, 93%. Yep. Do it again. Alright, electronics 4. Then we're going to grab that electronics book right there. Step down here. Actually, we can do it just fine over here. And we're going to read the book. And there we go. Alright, turn everything off. We are tired, very hungry, very thirsty again, so we'll just get some basic food and water. And drop our book back off. And I think we have enough time. We don't need to worry about putting the blindfold on. Alright, so we just gained 2 more skill points or skill levels for electronics. We'll check the recipe list again, see if we can push it up a little higher still. I should have checked what day it was before I started into this process. I've forgotten how far we've gotten. I guess I could check the playback. Autumn day 14 is where we're at currently, so now instead of rain we have some snow falling, so I'll have to be careful about my temperature. Everything's pretty good, but our mouth, even with the balaclava, is right on the border. 1 more point and we'd be starting to get some problems. So I think what I'm going to do is probably call the episode to a close right here. This is a good spot to hold in. So I'm not... Oh, I got 14 small electric motors. Please tell me I can disassemble these things. Ah, yes, cool. So I can get most of the resources back, so that's awesome. Yes. It's going to make me do them all individually, isn't it? It is. Can I drop them on the ground? And then butcher them? Disassemble everything once. Cool. I think I get electronic skill for that. Maybe? I'm not sure. Electronics 5, 0%. So nope, not getting electronic skill. Okay, let's move items from here. So we got scrap metal, copper wire, and chunks of steel. So we got almost all the resources back. I'm not sure if we lost any, but don't really care. But it's good we got it back. We can then use it again and transfer it down to that pile. Okay, now I think we're back to pretty much our standard setup. I guess I don't need 3 lighters, but otherwise... Yes, good to go. So I'm going to call the episode to a close right here. As always, please let me know how I'm doing by hitting that like button or leave comments. Visit me on my Discord channel, linked down below. Be happy to chat with you about this game or any of the other games that I cover on the channel. And hope to see you in the next episode. Have a great day. Bye-bye.